Hey everyone, welcome to Create and Hang with the DAE and with me, specifically Patrick. Today I'm going to be rigging a 3D character, or at least starting to rig. It's been a while since I've done a full rig on a character, so this is going to be a nice kind of loosening up again. This is a character I made a long time ago with the intent to rig, called Millie, I think I called her. Yes, that's the name, Millie, but that was... yeah, I like alliteration. Go figure. But I made this character. I like her design. I liked how I made her look. I actually think I had a pretty solid design behind her. But yeah, no, I made her with the intention to rig her. Just because I wanted to have some more characters that I've rigged before. I've rigged other characters before, and here, I can even show you one. And the whole point of rigging, let's get to discover. Why did I discover changes? So, in the end of the day, the character should look something like this with the rig, where I can then be like, okay, I'm gonna move her around, give controls so that I can have the character go up and down, rotate side to side, and have everything work properly that way. And even be able to lift the legs like so and get the bends. Now this was my first major rig, Aeron, and it works really well. The hair flows really nicely, but I really want to get more into depth in rigging. It's a process that I find interesting. And it's a process that we actually teach classes, I know we did teach classes. I'm not sure if we still teach a rigging class in, I know that's one of the most advanced classes that we did in the Blender cycle of programs, and it was the scarf changes. Oh yeah, she also has a scarf, which currently is going to get hidden. If I do continue with the scarf, I'm going to make it more of a fabric that's still attached where the neck is, but it's going to flow behind. I haven't colored her in yet. Oh, okay, well, I did, but she looks horrifying right now because I haven't actually had time to really dive into the coloring, so I think I'll do the coloring last. But yeah, no, this is going to be a project that I'll probably come back to a couple times. I don't think this is going to be a week-to-week thing like I did with the 2D animation, simply because sometimes I usually like 2D animating, or usually my setup is better for 2D animating, but rigging's fun, so let's get going. I don't know why I'm in animation mode. She doesn't even have any bones yet. Whatever, I'm gonna move to default. Okay. So, first thing we do is we're gonna set up some bones. Why did I even move this? Sorry, Blender has changed its layout so many times and I am still not used to it. I've gotten better with it, but it's just like, hey, let's have everything move to completely different locations. Just to mess with you, just to give you that extra little time of being like, okay, where is everything now? Let's see, is there a way to put this to the top? Because I'm just more used to it on top. Import shading, maybe? No. That's horrifying. Okay. I don't see a way to put it to the top just yet, but, well, if I figure that out, I will. I miss just having it all right here. But let's create some armatures. So, this is our little bones. And the best way to do this is I'm going to actually go to the front orthographic view, and I am going to also turn on wireframe mode. Wait a second, let's see if I can do this a little better. Nope, that's not better. That's more horrifying. I guess wireframe it is. Okay, so I wish I could change. Can I change the wireframe color? Let's check. Let's go to the view stuff. What if, Nick, if you're listening, do you know if you can change the wireframe color? Because I would love it to be like blue. It would stand out more on the background. I also want to hide this. Oop. And also this one. Oop. So yeah, if anyone knows, I have not done that before. I've not changed the wireframe coloring, but I feel like it would make my life infinitely easier if I could just be like, hey, this is gonna be blue now. I wonder actually. Yes, it started off as a plane. Let's check. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about just stuff today. The Artemis Fowl movie is coming out tomorrow, which I am actually pretty excited for, even though it's probably not going to be good because I have no faith in Disney at all these days. I am actually very much looking forward to that. It's a movie. I read the books when I was like a kid, and they're amazing. I didn't even realize that I have the stream up over here. Whoopsie! Let me turn that off. Boop. I was like, why am I hearing myself? Because you're listening to yourself, you dummy. So yeah, the Artemis Fowl movie is coming out. I know I'm not even rigging right now. I'm just getting it set up for rigging. Okay, well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I can see things a little bit better now, but actually, wait a second. File settings. No, nothing. Window, edit, settings, preferences, system, navigation, viewport, editing, animation, lights, interface, themes. Maybe themes. One second. Oh, wait, they have colors. Okay, wait, I think I found it. Okay, so let us go to 3D view themes. Okay. Where? Okay. So, if vertex select, grease pencil, clipping border, no, grid, interesting. They just had themes like, hey, let's just give you this color schemes. Bone solid. Ooh, bone solid. Okay, wait a second. Bone pose activated. Bone pose. Interesting. What if I change? Okay, edge. Edge. Angle text. That's not what I want. I want just edges. Face is white. Okay, that makes sense. Edge crease, edge sharp, edge seam, edge bevel. Edge select is orange, which that makes sense. But what about edge? Just regular edges. Wireframe, wire. Okay, so what if I change the wireframe? Ooh, okay, got it. So let's change it. Ha 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 ha. I am now unstoppable. What color should she be? Let's go with DAE pink. I like the pink. Cool. I don't like the fact that this is pink too. I wish I could change that. Let's see if I can. Viewport display. Hide. Nope, that's not it. Wireframe. Nope. Custom object. Doesn't work. Okay. Custom properties. Bendy bones. Okay. Now it's selected, so you know it's easier to see still. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be at her base. So the bottom of this bone should be at the center of gravity point. What we were talking about before I was going into how to change this all. Oh, right. Artemis Fowl. So, yeah, I have little to no faith in that movie. But I really want to see it. I am very excited to watch it. Might even stay up till 3 a.m. to watch it. That depends on how much my wife will yell at me if I do so. She probably would yell at me a lot. Last time I did was for the She-Ra Season 5 premiere, and I was dead the next day. Now, mind you, this is shorter than watching an entire season of a children's television show. But nonetheless, I'd probably not hear the end of it, so I might just wake up early tomorrow and watch it. I don't know. Why are you now solid? Custom properties, deform, bendy relations, I don't know. Don't you love when you don't know things? Actually, I do like when I don't. Oh, okay. I do and I don't. I like not knowing things because obviously, like, you can't know everything in the world. And learning things is pretty fun. But I straight up don't know what. But like, it's fun to learn things. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts recently about finding things out and being like, okay, that's how you learn things. A lot of podcasts about, a lot of things going on right now. Educational podcasts, but what ones I've been listening to recently. So you want to talk about race, the 1619 Project, which I really liked, and Code Switch is the one I've just started listening to. So I like educational ones. I like listening to things that inform me about topics that I clearly do not know about. It helps me learn, and like, I like both super fun podcasts where like I listen to people playing D&D and doing that fun stuff, but I also really have become infatuated with learning again, which is, lovely. I feel like one of the best habits you can teach any kid is to enjoy the idea of learning, which I think we try to foster at the DAE personally. I always forget how many bones are in this area, because you have your spine, which technically I think she should have more bendy points here. In which case I probably should actually go through that. So you have your spine, which bends in all sorts of ways and do all of this stuff, and you have your neck, clavicles, shoulder muscles. It's all fun, and you just basically have to figure out, like, okay, how does this character move and bend? And I feel like I'm doing this wrong, so let me go fix that. But yeah, no, so we at the DAE try to encourage that learning process, I think, and encourage that joy of learning. And stuff, because you never want to admit when you don't know something. It's hard to be like, hey, I don't know this thing. It's hard to be the person who doesn't know something. And also, it can be very annoying when you are the person who knows everything for other people, because you're like, well, I know that. I'm like, yeah, we get it, you know things. But learning, I'm just gonna looking up bones. I don't want to just open up my old character. I just want to see how many bones someone uses on average. 1, 2, 3 bones. Then they go to the neck. Okay, that's what I thought. So let us figure out where these bends are going to be. Okay, so so this is where her waist is. And she probably has 2 bones in her back. Yeah, right here. That makes sense. Okay, so her waist is here. Problem is I have this really cartoony shirt, and I'm not sure where her bend is gonna actually be. I think right here, right where the belt ends, and then this is gonna be here. So back to learning. I always love trying to teach kids that, like, hey, not knowing things is fine. Most people don't know everything. There's very few people who know everything. Except my wife. She knows everything. She's never wrong. But it's hard to get kids to learn, like, hey, it's okay to be wrong about things. And I think a lot of times school teaches us that being wrong about something is shameful, which happens a lot. I mean, you don't want to be the kid who gets something wrong in class, but when people make mistakes, and especially in animation, I just like, oh, this is amazing. Sometimes it's fun when they make mistakes that I don't know how they did, because it's a fun, like, how did you do this? Because every mistake can, in itself, lead to a learning experience. Let's save that bit. And, learning experiences are always a good thing. Okay, so then there's the clavicles, then shoulder. Okay. Sorry, this is one of the harder bits. I should be able to make it so that when I add armatures one way, they'll also add the other way. Let me see if I can do that. Mirror. Okay, X global. Pretty sure that's the way. That's not the way. Let's see if I do this. No. Okay, let's try this. Interactive mirror? Nope, that's not it. That's not it at all. No. Okay, let's see this. Armature. Okay, so we want a mirror. X local. I'm still going off the X here. I'm pretty sure. No, that's not it. Let's see. Mirroring bones. Symmetry. Symmetrize? Symmetrize. Nope, that's not it. Okay, let's see if I can actually... We're going to put this down a little bit because the neck actually is right here. I actually really appreciate how I rigged this. Okay, so fun little thing here. I am terrible sometimes at modeling, especially human anatomy. I've been getting better with it. I think that's also helped when I've been trying more. I've been doing more anatomy courses and figuring out more about how everything structures into each other, because I know that was always a weakness of mine personally. It's a weakness a lot of kids have, and a lot of people have, because it's not fun to know exactly what the muscles do. But clearly I was doing something right here, because I do have the little bend here, because this is where the rib cage is, and then the shoulders seem to connect well. I like how good job, Pat, for modeling this character. I think I did a pretty decent job at modeling this character. Again, I probably was just learning from some mistakes I did when I made Aaron's rig. That's the character we did earlier, and also the 2D animated character we drew. Can you tell that I like that character a lot? So there's the shoulder. Oh, that doesn't make me feel good. Okay, 1 second. I'm actually just gonna save this for a second. Save. We're just gonna go look at my old... wait. 1 second. I'm trying to figure out what is the best bone structure here. Yeah, okay. No, okay, I think that's right. Okay. If I decide to continue this next week, you're gonna be like, hey, everything is different now. And I'm gonna be like, yes, it is. Because I hate consistency in anything. There we go. That's not where is her elbow? I guess, wait, I have to look at this character. Okay, so her elbow, where she bends would be here. I need to add another line there, because there's a little, yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, cool. There's her elbow. Ooh, easy enough. Wrist is super easy. It's right there. It's right at the end of that wristlet thing that serves really no purpose other than aesthetics. I don't know why I like wristlet things. I think I just grew up watching... You know what it is? It's that there's nothing there. And so sometimes it's boring to draw. I'm just like, I want to add something there. And I, unlike every other person in the world, don't think watch. I think arm bracelet. Completely useless arm bracelet that does nothing for any purpose. Yeah, so, character design in a nutshell. I want to draw something cool here, even though it makes no sense. Why do you think so many anime characters have so many belts on them? I think people just get bored and just like, I'm gonna add another belt, another chain, more belts, more chains. Ha ha ha, nothing can stop me. I'm the artist. I'm a living god when it comes to art. I can do whatever I want. I've learned to step back that a little bit when I've come to animating, because I'm like, oh my god, it's impossible to draw all these chains and uh, proportions and these little bits. Oh god. I have this character that I've been drawing recently, called Effie. And she's a human. She's like 14 years old. It's a D&D character. But she has some sort of curse on her that's causing her to turn like zombie-like. Her flesh is literally rotting off. But because of that, the way that I have to figure out how to draw her, I've had to actually like sit down and be like, okay, where is the actual bones? That, like, because you see bones of her. Like, the whole point is that she kind of looks zombie-like. 1 second, I'm now looking at the hand. I'm like, okay, how many fingers are in the hand? I just want to make sure something's easy to break. Okay, so it's just that, and then, okay, cool. This comes from the wrist. Okay. So, let's add it out. Boop. 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 She has only 3 fingers and a thumb. She's a mouse. I figured I could get away with it this time. Anyway, so she has all these different aspects to her where her face is melting off, and so she has a bit of her skull scene. The issue is when I first started drawing her, I just kind of put in wherever I wanted her to have like these weird sections. So like just be like, okay, this is this section, this is this section. This is where the bones are melting off here, there, blah 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 blah. I don't like that. Let's delete those bones, delete those bones, delete those bones. Okay, we're just gonna put them here. If I need to add more bones, I'll do that later. Today is just gonna be setting up the bones, I think. So it's technically rigging aspects, but not really the most riggy heavy episode. I thought I actually already had the bones for this character, so that's why I originally was gonna do it, but turns out I didn't. So yeah, part of her face was melting off, and so when I first drew her, that was fine. I was just like, okay, cool, this is a cool little character design thing. I am so cool. I have this edgy-looking character. You know, the usual stuff. But as I drew her more, I was like, okay, I need to actually add some consistency here, because I've been drawing her so often now that she's now a character that I just have as a character I draw. So now I have to be like, okay, well, I can't just draw random areas. Like, there has to be consistency there. And so I now I chose one particular design I liked, and I'm like, okay, this is where this is what the bandages look like, and I now have a reference photo for her so that I know where what she looks like from different angles. Okay, well, I know what she looks like, where most of these scars are. What I should do, and this is a good habit for a lot of designers who want to draw these characters consistently, is draw a reference sheet. And what reference sheets are is where you have a character and you draw every different angle, like front, side, left, right, back, bottom, top, bottom, maybe not bottom, maybe the bottom. And the reason why you do that is so that when you are trying to draw this character down the line, you have a clear sheet about where everything is. And you can just always refer back to that sheet. Okay, there's first arm. I could have done everything around here, but we're gonna see if this thing works. I remember I used to be able to do this. I have to remember how to do that again in the future. You used to be able to just be like, oh, wait a second, I think it's plus? Nope, that's not it. Okay. Maybe this? Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I tried. So, we're gonna just take this all. Let's just make sure everything's going on the stream well. Okay, everything's seen. Be going well. Okay, and we're gonna try to do mirror armature, mirror X global. No, that's not it. Oh, mirror. Oh, okay, that is when you want to. Interesting. What if I do symmetrize? Nice. That didn't work either. Cool. Ha. I wonder, one second. I feel like there's a thing here I'm missing and it's bothering me. Let's see. View, select, add. See, again, I knew where all this stuff was before they changed everything. Now I haven't rigged since then. There's the real issue. I do need to recalculate all the bones. I should do that before I get to rigging, because sometimes that can be a real pain in the butt. Bendy bones, no lock, transform, deform, custom properties. Pose library. Yes, I know inverse kinematics are here now. That's great, but I just need to see. Okay, instead of just playing around, I'm just gonna look it up. To mirror bones. I don't need a video, I just need an image. I would just like to mirror them. Oh, so yeah, drawing a reference sheet will really help when you're trying to draw characters. X-axis mirror, where is that though? I know X-axis mirror, but is it just in edit mode? Where is it hit? Where is this little bugger hidden? I might need to delete these bones that I just spent so long doing. I'm just gonna delete them. I'll redo them in a second. Good. Boop, bones. It won't take long. But what I do want to do is I need to add. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I know there's extrude there, but I need to see where our little key here. So it might be in the. Yeah, there it is. Ha, found it. It was hidden. It's still not working. Why are you not working? Oh, look at you. Oh, no, that's not. Why are you not working? Are you guys not part of the x-axis? Here, let's move you guys. I'm gonna move you guys to location 0. And also move you to location 0. There we go. Ooh, we're gonna move. Okay, so yeah, you need to move to location 0. Right. Okay. Because there's other things. Why are they not attached to the back? Okay, so let's, before we do anything else, let's rate this. Let's put this all together. Am I in object mode? I thought I was in. Wait, am I in edit mode? No, I'm in object mode. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna take all these guys. All the little bitsy dangly bits. Nope. I'd have to select all the. No, okay, good. I was lucky enough. Okay, I'm gonna put it in solid mode for a second just because it's slightly easier to get this stuff when it's in solid mode. It really isn't, but for me it is, so I'm gonna say it is, even though that might be a complete and utter lie. Okay, now we're gonna select this, Control P, object, keep transform. Object, nope. Object, keep transform. Okay, so now when I move that, that should work. Okay, so I'm just gonna move you here to 0. I'm gonna put back on wireframe mode, make sure these guys are at 0. They are. Okay, now let's try this. So now we're gonna go to Tool, X-axis mirror. Why are you not doing it? Why do you hurt me? Why is this not working? What am I doing wrong? Workspace. X-axis mirror. Yes. Try. Wait a second. No, both playing. No, everything's okay, cool. I should also probably turn off this. Let me do that right now. Oop, that. Yeah, right. That probably will help with the movements. Why? Okay, why, oh why do you hate me? Yes, I want x-axis mirror. Just give me the... Let me do this thing that I want to do so it doesn't take me forever to do it. Is it the wrong way? Is it up and down? No, x-axis is this axis, the right axis. I was correct there. But for some reason, they decide to do this on me. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, x-axis mirror, let's look this up. So yeah, drawing characters is just... Wait a second. Okay, I don't want that, I just want... Sorry, I went quiet there because I was reading. So yeah, no, that drawing characters from every angle is probably the best way to draw characters, just so you know what they look like for everything, especially when it comes to animation, because you have characters spinning around, moving. I know that we have been putting out some videos about some animation analyses, and the latest two that are going to be coming out, the one that comes out today, I believe, and I think the next one comes out next Thursday. They actually both have 360 shots, with the first one being the main focus of that particular animation analysis is how they did that 3D shot. Though we do talk about how they basically do a 360 shot, and when they do 360 shots, I find them so fascinating because you have to draw every single angle of that character, which is fine. Like, again, people do that sort of people do that sort of stuff. But let's see. Wait, what if I do this? Okay, so I have been doing some bad habits here, and I have not been naming the bones, which is a bad habit. So let's do left arm. Okay, well, that did not do anything there. And technically, this should be the shoulder. So we're going to move this here. Okay. Why are you not mirroring? What if it's something here? It isn't. Nick, if you know how to mirror the bones, this would be a good time for you to slack me and be like, hey, Pat, it's this. You didn't do it. I'm sad. But, so yeah, the animation analyses are something we do in the after hours content, and Anna and I talk about like what goes into an animated scene. Nick was there for the first one. Again, I think the second one goes up this week, followed by the third one next week. And they're just really fun to do. I find them very fun and very interesting to do because I get to really dive into a scene and break it down and just talk about some of the more interesting elements of a scene. And it might not even be the hardest thing that they animated in the scene, though oftentimes it is. I just wanna have 2 bones. Wait, let's see. What if I? No, but what if I named you right arm? I figured it out. Okay, but the real question is, are you exact same? Yeah, you seem to be exactly the same. I can't tell though. Well, no, yeah, you are. Cool. I figured it out. Nick, I figured it out. You don't need to tell me anything. Even though you weren't going to anyway. You haven't slacked me yet. You don't love me, Nick. Anyway, so that took me way longer than I should have to figure out. Let's get back to it then. Okay, so here's this. I don't, yeah, I need that. Need that. Don't need that. Need this. Cool. Okay, so let's put that there. That's where the arm seems to bend. Oh, you know what? It's that's why. I know why it was being weird. So if I turn this on and this on and this on, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna want that on for now, just to know where everything is. Okay, so that one's there. And this one's here. Cool. Oh, look at that. And I wonder if they're naming themselves. They are. I still need to fix those names, but that'll be a lot easier to do now that I have left and right. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's... Love it when things come together. Okay, so let's put that there. Oh, okay, we have a bendy finger, so finger bend. Put that there. Finger bend. Ooh, come on. Put that there. Oop, finger bend. Cool. And then we're gonna put this little joint in here for our thumb. Thumbs are my least favorite part to animate because I honestly look at them and I'm like, you opposable jerks. Why are you so complicated? Okay, there we go. Very simple hand. Cool. Look, we have a hand and it fits on both ends. Look at that. Look at that. I love it when everything's symmetrical. It's wonderful. So let's go back to here. Okay, so now it's time for the waist. So we're gonna do the same thing for the leg here. We're gonna bring that down, and then we're gonna name this little bone. Where is this bone? This is not the bone. There's the bone. It's gonna be named leggy, or left leg. So left hip. Actually, this is technically a hip. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. It stinks that I can't just do that. I'm sure there is a way, and I'm just being a dolt and not thinking of the way. Hip. Okay, and now if I were to move this, there we go. That works almost too well. Jeez, I love that. Okay, so there's a hip. Okay, I'm actually thinking it probably goes here, then down, right? Okay, so here. No, because that doesn't bend. But this is the bend point. Now, the thing that's confusing me is just where everything is. I'm pretty sure. I have to actually... Okay, so... Women have wider hips than men, generally speaking. very generally speaking, actually. Not really the case, actually, but just anatomy speaking when you're drawing basic things. Yeah, okay, so I don't need that much. I really should make this smaller. Is there a way to make that smaller? No. No, that's not it. That's also not it. I'll figure it out later. Anyway, so let's go here. I bet I could color coordinate this later. Okay, so next. Oh, right. Foot bones. Literally my least favorite thing. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. Pretty sure that works. I really like how our feet came out. They're very cartoony. Gotta say, like I know you don't need to always pat yourself on the back, pat. But sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it's nice when you're like, you know what, I did a good job here. I did a good job with this design. Though I think one thing I'm gonna change. Will this have the X mirror? Can I do X mirror? I can do X mirror. Okay, cool. Because technically speaking, so I have it actually curving on both sides. It shouldn't do that. So fun fact with characters and stuff in general is when you're okay, so if this does that, yes, okay. So the outside of your foot actually goes more roundish and the inside of the foot comes in. And so you just need to make sure. So I'm gonna just accentuate that difference right here, just a tad bit. Make it more foot-like. And that looks better. Oh, small little things, but it makes it look a lot better. Okay, so we actually have put in all the bones. I'm happy with that. I am very actually happy with that. Go me. And we still have 18 minutes. That means I can also rig some things. Kind of. I still need to fix these bones. So, actually, the first step I'm going to do is I'm actually going to name all the bones. Very boring step, but also extremely important step. So let's go in, and we're going to take each one of these bones and just name them. So this is going to be left leg. This is going to be left leg 2. Why is it important to name things? Well, it's more for organization purposes, and I'm actually going to name this armature Millie. Okay, there we go. Back to legs. Okay, so left leg 1. Now it's left ankle. It's definitely not hip anymore. Ankle 1. I wonder if, I'm not sure if it's possible, left ball. Oh, why am I doing all this? I'm like, oh yeah, let me put ones here. There's not more than one. And then the ball foot, and then the, oh god, what's it called? No, left toes. Left toes. There we go. I wonder if I can, let's see. I wonder if I can get it so that these guys, probably not, right? Right, probably, maybe. Select linked. View. Is there a way to just be like, hey, can you rename these bones for me? Probably not, right? No. One can dream. Okay, so let's do this the right way. Okay. Right. Leg 1. Okay, so this is the most boring part. So we're gonna, while we do this, I am going to talk to you. Artemis Fowl movie's coming out. I'm excited for that. She-Ra has been out for a while, and I love it. Still, I've rewatched the whole series once already. I've been trying to get other people to watch it. One day I will get everyone to watch it. It's really good. And I just love the main characters, and I love those characters very much. I think they were all written very well, and I very much enjoy them. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see a lot of fan art. It's a problem. But yeah, so there's that. What other new things and exciting things are going on in life right now? You can tell how excited I am to rig. I like rigging. Rigging is fun. Rigging is actually really nice to do, and it's very relaxing, and I realize that my music has stopped, which probably hasn't helped me. Why has my music stopped? Let's go to that. Let's try this again. There we go. Music's back on. I just realized the music stopped. I apologize for the weird silence then. This comes with you're just talking and you have the music low anyway, which I do. So rigging is fun. Rigging's interesting, and generally speaking, when I rig, I listen to a book or a podcast. And the reason why I do that is because rigging's also one of the... You have to put a lot of thought into rigging, but you don't need to put that much thought into rigging. Because all rigging is just putting things where they need to be and then setting the numbers up correctly, which we'll go over probably actually next week. I'm actually really enjoying this, so I'll probably actually continue this next week. Right toes. There we go. Now if I remove this, yeah, it all works. Okay. And let's take this guy. Actually, I'm going to make the tail now, because she has a tail. And I want this to be very, very riggable. So we're going to make it so. There we go. She has a very long and very riggy tail. There we go. Wiggly tail. I want to be able to move that all over the place. Anyway, so with rigging, it takes a long time, like a really long time. And so sometimes it stinks because you're like, I want to do more than that. I can just name select links. No, okay, I should general habit name as soon as you can, because then the program does things nice for you. But until you do that, they're like, yeah, no, we're not doing that for you. So rigging is very interesting. I don't need to put my brain too much, and I don't need to use my brain too much when I rig, besides some basic math problems sometimes. But for the most part, it's like just like move, click, move, click, move, click, which makes it ideal for listening to a book or a movie, or not movie, a book or podcast. You can't really watch a show, and that's one of the things that has always been a struggle for me, is that sometimes I'll try to turn on like a YouTube or anything, but I'll get distracted and just watch the YouTube video. Even if it's just people talking, I'll literally still just watch it because I like seeing people's faces. I don't know why I'm obsessed with looking at people. Like when they're talking, I'm just like, ooh, what do you look like? In real life, I don't like looking directly at people. I'm like, but when it's a video, I'm like, oh, I need to watch them. Even though they're all just sitting around a table chatting, I need to watch them. Don't know why. It doesn't actually change anything. I guess I just enjoy it. I guess we're all kind of wanting social interaction now. So when it comes down to it, like, I need to be listening to a podcast, something that doesn't have visual elements, so when I do this stuff, so that I can actually focus. I also need to change the orientation of these. So this is probably going to end today with me just setting up all of these names for rigging purposes and making it super easy for me in the near future to do all of this. Tail 9 tails. Pokemon. Okay, so let's go here. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the arm. So this is... Where are you? left arm. Okay, so this is actually a shoulder, so we're gonna actually change that to shoulder. This one is also a shoulder, so we're gonna change that to shoulder. Next, this is an arm, so that actually can be an arm. This is also an arm, so that can also, oh, wait, I already named that one. This is an arm, so it can also be an arm. Okay. Okay, so next we're gonna do arm. I'm gonna name left forearm. I actually do not know how to spell forearm. Going off a limb and say it's 2 words. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. I wonder if there's any comments. Probably not. I'm probably just talking to nothingness right now. Let's go to the jump. Oop, turned off the music again. Let's try that again. There we go. Realized there was probably a weird echo that you guys were hearing. Ooh, someone did a Kim Possible thing. So let's go check subscription. Any comments? None thus far. Yeah, no one's watching. Yeah. Boop. Okay. Left server, so this is the left forearm. I'm gonna go with it's 2 words. Forearm. There we go. And now we're at the less fun parts. Wrists and things like that. Okay. So 7. We're gonna just do this way. So this is hand. Thumb, thin. There we go. I feel like I needed a bone here. Tactical, interesting. I feel like you know what, now I'm gonna bone. We're gonna get rid of these because I still think I did the hand wrong and I want to fix it. And it will also make my life a lot easier because you're gonna see it. It's gonna make life so much easier when it already takes it all in. Bones, bones. There we go. Cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're going to put that here. This is a wrist. So we're going to take this and we're going to make this wrist. Wrist. This is going to be hand. And if I recall... No, wait. No, why didn't you do the thing?
I'll get you there.
Fine. Wrist. Hand. Okay, so now if I were to do this, no, the cast might matter. Let's see if this works. There it goes, haha. You all thought I was crazy, but turns out I was not crazy. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. That should have automatically placed them where they need to be, right? Yes, yes it did. Sorry, I can't. Okay, yeah, that did. Okay, cool. So now I should be able to do this. And then if I were to take this and change this to thumb, maybe? Okay, so I still need to name all these, but it makes it easier if I've just started with the names. Okay. So not my favorite thing, but it doesn't automatically do the naming change, which is unfortunate. Okay, well, this actually should be here. Oh, okay, wait a second. Thumbs are weird. I hate thumbs. I don't hate thumbs. Okay, I don't hate thumbs. I like my thumbs. I'm pro thumb. Thumbs up for thumbs. Hashtag thumbs up for thumbs. But let's do... bends like this. I'm gonna put it here. Yes. I feel not confident at all with that. But maybe? I don't know. Those two are easy. Okay, so now this one is going to be all of this fun stuff. So this is going to be the index finger, left index. I'm going to name the other one index as well. Index. Okay. Again, we're going to finish up the name stuff, and then we're going to be set up and good to go. Should work on in the reverse too. It does. Okay, cool. Okay, so this one's going to be the middle. Right, middle. Nope, that's wrong. This is this. This is right. Middle. Left middle. And this is going to be middle. There we go. Good old fun times. Okay. In fact, I should actually center this guy out just a little bit more. Boop. There's a nice center line going through that I can use as a reference point for this bit. It then expands out, but right now that works for me. Boop and boop. So normally you actually have 3 joints, but because it's a very cartoony character, they're only going to really have 1 joint. That's just going to be the nature of the character, so that's why they only have the 1 joint. But there we go. This is the index, thumb, index, middle. Okay, so now we have the pinky. Or technically the ring finger. I don't know. It's really confusing. I'm not sure which. When you think about characters with 4 hands, do you think they have a pinky or the ring finger? Like, do they get rid of the pinky or the ring finger there? Like, I'm gonna call pinky just because it's what I usually call the end point. But like, is it the ring finger or the pinky? Which one? Thoughts to have with characters that only have 4 fingers. These are the important questions that we ask here at DAE Create and Haynes. What is the last finger called if you have only 3 fingers? Is it a pinky or the ring finger? These are the truly important questions of the time. I don't see anyone else asking this, and why do you think that is? It's a conspiracy, I tell you. Conspiracy done by the wedding industry to make sure that you don't know if the ring finger exists in 4. That's why I think it's the pinky. I think the reason why we don't know is because it's actually the pinky, but the wedding industry doesn't want you to know that it's a pinky, because then a lot of fictional characters can't get married. This is the important stuff. Nick's gonna watch this and gonna be like, "What the heck, Pat? Why are you doing this to me?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yes, Nick, but think about it." Okay, sweet. So that's all of these fingers now done. I like how that hand looks, even though it doesn't look like a hand at all. It looks like a weird contraption. Again, probably gonna need to fix this. But until I do, haha. Because I feel like that looks better, but we'll figure it out. Now it's just the spines and this fun stuff, so that shouldn't take... Well, we'll have a minute. So let's see what we can do. Head. Neck. Shoulder, right shoulder, good. Technically this is where the shoulder is moving, but we'll figure it out later. Okay. I should probably do this in order, so let's start with base, spine, spine 3. There we go, we have a fully not rigged character. This character has absolutely no rigging attached to them thus far, but they are completely boned. So you have all the bones necessary, and now next week we'll be able to do some more rigging and actually get into the rigging. We'll probably even start a little bit before next week, just so that you can see a little bit of the progress. But yeah, there we go. And also probably fix the bones, because I need to go look up and make sure I did this right. Okay. I hope you had a fun time at this Create and Hang. If you did, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for our channel. We do Create Hangs every day at 10 and 2. We also have some DA after hours content that comes up. I don't remember what time. I think it's after 5, but I could very much be wrong about that. That gets uploaded to the channel, where we do all sorts of things, such as animation analysis is what I talked about, Nick's playing a video game, and a couple other things. We also do all the different Create and Hangs. I'm not always the one who does the Create and Hang. I just do some of the animation ones. But we also have Kara building a Sailor Scout thing that I can't remember what it's called, Sailor Moon thing, and with Tinkercad, as well as I think Rob does Fusion 360. We do a lot of different aspects, a lot of different things in Create and Hang. They all generally have to do with the classes that we teach at the DAE. Which, speaking of which, we do teach 3D modeling, 3D animation classes, as well as 2D animation classes for the other Create and Hangs I do. Be sure to, if you want to learn more about those, please be sure to check them out on our website, the DAE. Should be a link in the description below. And yeah, just check out more of what we do and see what you might be interested in. We teach all sorts of things, including rigging, and the more we go into this character, the more advanced the rig's going to get, and so you're going to see some pretty cool things, hopefully, if I don't, just cry and... Yeah. But yeah, we'll get to more advanced rigging stuff next week, so, we'll get to basic rigging next week, and then advanced from there. I hope you guys had a good time, and I'll see you next time.